What an exciting day today has been, because we saw the price fluctuate up and down as far as Polymarket Bitcoin up and down is concerned. And this is one of the reasons why in yesterday's episode I specifically told you to stay out of the markets. But anyhow, let's take a look at the price chart and let's take a look at what has happened today. So as you can see, the price of Bitcoin has had a very undecisive price action, and we saw the price drop as low as 86,000 US dollars, and it pushed up as high as close to 90,261. But a lot of exciting stuff have happened, and this is one of the reasons why I really believe that now we have very high odds, and just basically being able to take prediction bets as far as Polymarket Bitcoin up and down is concerned is going to be very easy for us, because we are tilting towards the downside and now there is less risk. So the reason why I spoke about these two specific areas in yesterday's episode is because we were in the indecisive zones. But now that we've gotten the clarity that we deserve, right, it's very easy for us to speculate and just basically put wagers that are going to go in our favor. Now, one thing that you have to understand is the real reason why we had to push up to around 90,200. So this has got nothing to do with market manipulation. There is no glitch, there is no bot. People are not really trying to have you guys liquidated. It's all about market psychology and finding where the liquidity is. So one thing that I usually teach my students is, before you get aggressive when it comes to deciding whether to long or short the market, you have to figure out where the liquidity is and your risk. So practical example is, yesterday we decided to stay out of these trades because we knew that there was very high risk and there was uncertainty as far as the price direction was concerned. Just like we saw the price push up and also push down, push down and up, and people who were trading both long and short, especially if they were over leveraged, they could have gotten liquidated. So basically what the market was doing was it was hunting for the highest liquidity area. So Mr. Market has essentially exited the market. So a lot of institutional money sold and closed the position right over here. And remember this liquidity zone that we were talking about? This is the price action that I was waiting for yesterday. Now, the question is, am I going to necessarily jump into this particular trade right now as it is going down? No. The reason why I'm not going to do that is, first of all, I'm looking for a pullback. A pullback, however short, however minimal, however insignificant it is, a pullback is going to give me surety. So the pullback that I'll be looking for is obviously going to be on the 24 minutes, because this particular aggressive push towards the downside is a very aggressive one. So instead of me jumping in right now and placing bets on Polymarket, I would rather wait for a pullback. And if we end up pushing to a high wherever we are going to end up getting exhausted, that will be my entry point, and it's going to give me better chances of having a very successful trade. If you want to get in right now, yes, you will make profit, you will be right, but if you continue practicing those bad trading practices, eventually you're going to get eaten up by the markets real quick. And this is one of the reasons why you have to practice self-restraint. You have to restrain yourself. You have to discipline yourself to only take proper trades. I could have easily made a lot of good money today because I saw the price go to around 90,200, but I couldn't take it right away because I needed more clarity. The current price action is showing me clarity that we have a downward trajectory. And if you look at the grand scheme of things, right, this is just the beginning. So why would I want to rush? Let's say, for example, I got in around here and then the price had crazy momentum, right? I would have been destroyed. And this is one of the reasons why you wait for the market to give you absolute clarity. So this particular downward push push to me signifies the abundance of sellers. So in order for me to get in, let me just wait for a pullback, and then I'm going to be betting and getting into better share levels right over here. So now let's take a look at the odds that we have. First of all, if we look at the daily time frame as far as Bitcoin up or down is concerned for December 8th, we're basically trying to beat 86,936. And if you take a look at these odds right over here, right now 68% of people believe it's going to go down, 34% of people believe it is going to go down. So the fact of the matter is we have established that the price is definitely going to go down, but the question is, will I get in and buy 61 cents per share? That is absolutely irrational, and it's not really a good deal. I'd rather buy when the market believes that, okay, we're going to go up, and then I would rather buy it below 40 cents per share. That will be the best. Getting in right now, yes, if I hold it till tomorrow, I'll still do very well. Let's say, for example, if I put in 1,000, I'm probably going to make about 40%, which is still very good for about 24 hours worth of trading. But I would rather take the trade when the pullback comes through, because the pullback is about to happen anytime soon. So right now we've actually started showing signs of a pullback. If you look at the smaller time frame, we are beginning to pull back. So most likely we are going to push until that particular level, anything above 86,000. So 86,000, even 87,000 is a very good area. When we surpass this level, let the odds tilt towards the upside. When everybody thinks it's going to drop towards the upside, I'm going to have better odds. Let's say, for example, if I get in at 34 cents on a down on down shares, right? Because I'm just using this as an illustration point. So if we put in 1,000, we're going to be able to earn about 1,800, which is like close to 200% profit. So I would rather go for that type of odd. So for me, this is not really a wise decision to take right now, because we have a lot of time. We've got about 22 hours. A lot of things can happen in about 22 hours. So the best time to take this particular trade is tomorrow. Okay, maybe perhaps in the next 8 to about 16 hours, we are going to have better market shares right over here. So as far as the daily time frame is concerned, that's what I'm going to be doing. And if you also take a look at the 4 hours, the 4 hours is also going to be a very interesting one. Right now, I'm not going to take any trade until the next bar, like perhaps when this one is done, then I'm going to take it. Then I'm definitely going to take it. So even though the app share is very lucrative right now, let's say, for example, we put like 1,000, we can end up making 4,350, if we end up beating that. But that would be us going against the grain, which is something that I cannot risk. The highest probability is towards the downside. However, if I jump in right now, I'm probably only going to earn about $79, which is not very good. So I wait for the price to push up, and then I get in. Okay, so yeah, that's all I had for you today. Hope you guys were safe. I hope none of you got destroyed by this crazy week. I remember when I started trading, right? Moments like this, I would be like, how come? What happened? Were these guys specifically hunting my stop losses, or were they specifically targeting me? I always used to think about that. And you know what they say about liquidity? If you do not understand liquidity, you are probably the liquidity. Okay, so I hope you guys got a thing or two, and I hope you appreciate the amount of effort that I'm putting in here. So if you guys want to be part of our trading group, so just go to nas.io/cryptohype/community. So this is the URL. If you guys join, you're going to be able to get a lot of detailed breakdowns on what we're doing on the 4 hourly and the daily. So we only trade the 4 hours and the daily as far as Polymarket Bitcoin up or down is concerned.